Hello, good evening to all of you. Hi, this is Souradeep here. Hello, can anybody please let me know if I'm audible to all of you? Can you please write in the comment so that I can understand if I'm audible to all of you? Yes, great. Good evening to all of you. Today, Vivek sir, all of you know that Vivek sir is right now having COVID, and we all pray for his speedy recovery and wish him good health so that he can be ready in 1 2 weeks uh, with us to again take the session for all of us. So today Vivek sir won't be here to take the session. He has got infected COVID last week, and possibly over next 7 to 10 days, as it happens, he will get well, and he will be. We will all have him have the privilege of listening to him about the market. So right now, he should be taking rest and wishing him a very speedy recovery. Thanks all of you for joining the session. So few of you would be new also to the session. So let me tell you how the session normally takes place, where I share my view about the market, and Vivek sir, when he is here, he also shares his views of market. This is mostly a monologue session because in a short time frame of time, we discuss about the technicals of the market and how the market should pan next week. What are the stock? What are the sectors for the next week? That is the objective of the session. Regarding questions, all those who are in the TMP or in the StockEdge social platform, they can ask their questions there. Okay, this is not a question answer session. This is basically sharing our views about the market the way it has been doing. Okay, so let me start at the beginning. Okay, let us look at this chart. Okay, now this deep blue line is Nifty. Okay, and now with that I have compared the indices of global indices, Korea, Japan, the Russian index, the Chinese index, the UK, the Australians, the Saudi index. Okay, the Israeli index, okay, the Taiwan index, the Korean index, the French German index. So all the indices are here. So when you see them, you can just understand how they have moved over time. So if I squeeze from 2008 bottom, you can see the best performing index has been uh, from the 2008 bottom, the base performance index have been the CNX IT. Okay, if I start from 2014, because new government has taken place, so from that point of time also CNX IT has been the best performance index, and also you can see the parallelly equally would have been the Nasdaq because of the FANG stocks, the Facebook, Amazon, Google, these stocks. Okay, now if I talk about last since 2020, okay, 2020 March, what you will find that the best performing index has been from 2008 March. The best performing index has been the CNX IT. Okay. Now, after that, it has been Nifty, and after that, Nasdaq. Okay. And and Indian market has outperformed the global indices. If I consider for a very long time, maybe from the time of 2000 2001, even in that case also, I will see that barring Russian index, our market has been the best performing in the last 20 years. Okay, Nifty has been better performer than Nifty IT for last 20 years compounded. But so we have been one of the best performing markets in all the time frame. If you go to 1990s also, like if you go to 1990s also, you will see that there is no index which is comparable to Nifty IT. Okay, then come all the indices. So you can understand that India has been one of the best performing markets in all the major time frame if you consider, and that is what it is doing right now. If I talk about last 2021 only, okay. So if I talk about 2021 only, then also you can see this index is. Can anybody guess which country this index represent? TASI. Can anybody guess which country this index is representing? Am I audible? Few people are saying no, no. No. So I'm audible because people are answering no. This is not. This is not Taiwan. Any other guess? Any other guess? This is an Asian country. This is an Asian country. Yes, Girish ji got it right. This is Saudi. See what happened after uh, Donald Trump lost the election. Uh, the oil prices have gone up very much. Okay, and due to the high rise in oil prices, uh, uh, the Saudi market has risen quite a bit. Okay, but otherwise, if I see most of the time frames, you will find that Indian market has been one of the best, but Saudi fits into the bill because of the steep rise post the loss of Donald Trump uh, because the oil prices going up. Okay, because when Donald Trump was the president of USA, he used to care a lot about the uh, energy prices. He used to boost a lot to the domestic oil gas sector. So that's why in his regime, oil production in USA went to almost 13 million barrel per day. But after that, it is declining. Okay, and what you can see that the tech sector in both USA and India has been doing good. So one more important thing that I want to show you. Look at this phase. Look at this phase. Okay. Look at this phase. And this was the phase when all the global markets were coming down. Now you can see the most, because as Indian market is does well on the upside, when market falls, then also Indian market falls the like second most. The most that had fallen at that point in time was Brazilian index, but during the fall, you can see India was the second or third most falling country. Okay, so why I am discussing this, that you have to understand. Okay, as so far so good. Okay, as long as it is going on, it is great. But the day it will end, we will also fall a lot compared to other market. Okay, it is going up very handsomely right now, but the day the global market will start correcting together. Our market will one of the most correcting market at that point of time. So because we are near 18,000 Nifty, and uh, just feel so happy to share this tweet actually. So if I share my tweet here, you can see on 14th April, I told this when the market was around 14,500. Okay, 14,500 at that point of time. Looking at the divergence of the Dow Jones compared to Nifty, because at that time India was having peak of problem COVID, I said that okay, possibly we will bounce back because we generally don't underperform the Dow Jones. Okay, so we bounce back. And I gave something that is expecting 18K by Diwali, and thankfully we are close to that before Diwali itself. Now, my view about the market, because I want to discuss a little bit holistic view about the market now, because we are in a we are at quite pretty high level. Okay, so just a second. So going to this template. So going to this template, going to weekly Nifty. So before entering into day-to-day or week-to-week conversation, would like to see basically this this is the Elliott wave. I'm not going to explain it, but why I discuss 18K was due to this, because I thought that market would reach this level. It can go to 19,000 level also, and to very extreme case. Okay, we may go to 2021, but this is an Elliott wave setup, and I think that market would like to top out somewhere between 20 and 22,000. Okay, the way it is going, it may go to 19,000 if it touches 20,000. So there is a not a lot of, in my opinion, there may not be a lot of juice left into the market in terms of investments, because hardly 10-15% maybe we are going. Obviously, individual stock can even double in this 50% move, but on index terms, we are quite nearing. Maybe we can have a 10%, 15% more, but possibly we don't have a lot, like the kind of risk return we had at 11,000, 12,000. We don't have that at 18,000 level. Okay, maybe 15% we may have, but the risk on the downside is also. To my mind, what may play out in the market is that, see, by the time there is UP election, market would make a top, and whoever may win the UP election, I think after that market would start correcting or time wise or consolidation, and possibly go to, based on the what are the results of the polls, result of the uh, state polls. Based on that, market may go to 2024 election. And this happened in every election. See, this is not a new phenomena. You can see that market basically topped out. If you exclude this, see, after this in 2018, market actually topped out, and there was from a 11,000 level to almost 20% correction. So I think that also will be the case. So market may go 20, 21,000, but eventually would fall to 16, 17,000, 18,000, while at the time it goes to the next election. Again, it will depend based on the state results, because market never likes a fragmented government. Okay, so the way which party will be winning majority of the state election, that will actually shape the market. But overall, I really doubt that if there is huge amount of upside left into the market. Okay, so that is the thing that I wanted to discuss at this point of time. Now, regarding the set, let me talk about the global setup a little bit before going into next week's. So this is the global setup. So in the global terms, you can see Dow Jones has broken this support and now hovering around this support. Okay, so Dow Jones is turning a little bit weak, I would say, little bit weakish. If I exclude this and growth, so maybe 34,200, 400, I can see a kind of weakness, and daily RSI is weakening already. Okay, and this may be only due to the factor of that we have a Fed meeting. Okay, next week we have a Fed meeting. I posted regarding this in the StockEdge club and into the. So this is the Fed meet. Okay, so this is the Fed meet on 21st, 22. So there would be rate discussion. Though there is likely to be a status quo regarding the market. But still, it is quite a bit weakish. Okay. Now let me look at the main thing. Okay. Now near every Fed meet, what happens is that this is a monthly chart. This tries to goes up to 1.4, 1.5, and after the Fed meet, it comes down. This may be the scenario this time also. Okay. Uh, See, third thing is this. This is the most important joker in the pack is the dollar. Okay. Now, if dollar moves higher, okay, towards 93.40 and then towards 94.50, uh, a lot of weakness can occur in global market, including Indian market. On the contrary, if dollar after this meet actually dips, I think dollar will try to head a little bit higher by Monday, Tuesday, uh, before the Fed minutes are out, because we will react to Fed minutes on Thursday morning. Okay, so it will be Wednesday night. So I think it will try to go up, and there will be a little bit of volatility in the market. So we can see this setup ahead of that. And commodities, copper is mostly range bound, nickel price to go up, zinc very bullish. Okay, not going into a lot deep into it, just going into gold here. See, gold yesterday when it came, I said that it can act as a support. This is acting as a support. So maybe if a dollar strengthens, gold can again see 1680 kind of level, but staying above this 1800 revisit is also possible. So overall range bound. Now this is a very critical thing. See, uh, you have to understand. I'm not going to 4 hourly. I'm directly going to monthly chart. Please understand that this is a chaotic situation. See, as I told you, that in Biden era there is not much force to control this energy prices. Okay, so what happened when Biden came into power in the month of Feb or 2.3 it was. Okay, now it went up to 5.6 also. So you can understand the gas prices the have like gone up by almost 140%. Like if it was 100 rupees, now it is 240 rupees. So due to huge spike in gas price, it is increasing the heating cost, the cooking cost in households of India also, and it is happening in across the world. Okay, now this is very alarming. If it goes a little bit more, uh, I will show you a note of Macquarie. So I will show you the report. So this is so please understand the implication. So they are predicting. I'm not saying this is bound to happen, but what they are predicting, uh, end per customer prices has to go 40% for Gujarat gas, 60% from here to Mahanagar gas, and 90% price hike required for Indraprastha gas. So you can understand this kind of things may the government may intervene in between, but there is a potential of huge spike in our cooking gas prices, okay, or LNG driven car fuel prices due to what is happening globally for natural gas. Okay, and in the case of crude oil also, I will show you the monthly chart only to make you understand. See, I personally think that in Biden era, given his energy policies, we will see 100, 111. Okay. Now, this is a very strong resistance, 73, 74. It is hovering around that, and a lot of trend lines are there. They are valid in 4 hourly time frame. If you ignore them, it is directionally up. So when Trump lost, okay, this was the time 52. Now it is 73, 74. Already 40% it has gone up. So this is increasing not only in India, all over the world, the inflation is increasing, the energy cost is increasing. That may actually prompt this bond yields to go up, and that may cause a slowdown in economy, and that's how the global markets may fall. Okay, so this is the overall picture going forward. Okay, now coming to individual sectors. Okay, so now this is a aberration Nifty media due to this massive move in Z. So if I remove that, you can see that Bank Nifty was one of the best indices in this. So that was also due to, let me add Nifty Private Bank, Nifty Private Banking Index, and Nifty PSU, CNX PSU Bank Index. Okay, so you can see that PSU banks and private bank both were uh, uh, quite strong indices in last week. Okay, so you can see that the banking stocks rallied up, and many of you may remember I posted this into the club also and into the hourly chart. It was, so I posted this that Nifty Bank. So this was yesterday's. This was the post that when 9-3 was Wednesday evening post. The Wednesday it did not breach, it came down. The next day started from above. I told that it will reach 37,600. It went up above, and then it corrected, and then a fierce pullback. So expecting a rally towards this rally to continue towards 39,000 or above in the next week. So this part of the banking index I'm pretty bullish. On Nifty part, see, FOMC minutes will decide. I think Nifty will take a support here. Okay, if not, it can pull back to 460 kind of a level, but it can take support here and resume uptrend here. Right now, the trend is very up. Okay, in the case of both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, let us look at the weekly indices. Okay, going to the auto mode. Nifty looks good. Okay, Nifty Bank also looks good. Nifty Bank also looks good. The best index, as you all know, is the Nifty IT. It always looks good. Last week there was a possibility of slowdown. Uh, it looks good. So Nifty IT, Nifty Bank looks very good. And apart from that, Nifty Infra look look good. Let Nifty Infra come. So Nifty Infra also looks bullish. And lastly, you would be surprised to know the constituents of Nifty Infra. Okay, so Nifty Infra has constituents like Bharti Airtel. Okay, Bharti Airtel, I have been telling from many times that once this breakout happened, okay, I said that it is going to turn bullish, and this is turning bullish. Okay, possibly we will see another positive week in Bharti Airtel. High volume moves happening. This is sustaining above. Another stock is there which is looking bullish. Okay, is Apollo Hospital in Nifty Infra. I don't know who thought about it and created such weird index, but Apollo Hospital is there, and possibly with a very small stock of 4,800 you can buy this stock. Okay, so both the stock look bullish. Uh, any particular bank does not look bullish. Okay, apart from Kotak Mahindra Bank, any particular bank is not looking bullish, though Nifty Bank is looking bullish. So only Kotak Mahindra Bank broke out of this range, now going up, and now this is within 2% you will find this range, which is very critical. Okay, so have to be a little bit patient. Nifty And when I talk about Nifty IT, let me discuss about stocks also. So TCS, Infosys, this frontline stocks overall bullish, but in a correction mode. See, TCS, Infi, those are in correction mode. Even Wipro, these are Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar of uh, IT industry. Okay, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. After that comes ACL Tech, sorry, ACL Tech, which is again also not very bullish. But why the index is bullish is I will show you later. See, it was bullish, but trying to correct a little bit. Okay, we have to see. But what are actually bullish are these stocks, okay, which I have given in my TMP and club post many a times. This Mindtree, let it come just a second. Mindtree looks bullish. Coforge looks bullish. Okay, now Emphasis have been discussing these stocks many a times in both TMP and club. Looks bullish. Mastake looks bullish. Tata Elxsi today posted Tata Elxsi in club and not in TMP. So when it was around 40, 5300 posted that it could go to 5600. This is the post. Okay, did not give in TMP because already had given three stocks there for today. So Tata Elxsi I posted here. You can see, and 5600 was the exact high that was made. And I pointed out that 5600 it can go to 5600, and you would be surprised to see this was the exact top. See here, 5600 was the exact top. So all these stocks, okay, Zinsar take Zinsar Technologies looked bullish. So all these mid cap ITs are looking fabulous. Okay, and along with that, I said few stocks and Nifty Realty, which is not looking bullish, very bullish. It is not looking. If I go to the to this, it is not looking bullish. But individual stock levels, two stocks are looking fabulous to me. One is Shobha. See, this is clear flag pattern. Okay. Anytime there can be an upside breakout. When upside breakout happen, it can go to 1000 plus level above 850. And even more bullish is this one, Ludha. So the drawing is ready. Whenever breakout will happen, I will share with my TMP guys. Drawing is ready. So it trades above 1110, 11, 20. Uh, it will go towards 1350 possibly. Possibly. For surety, we cannot say. Okay, so these are the stocks for this week: Lodha, Shobha, Apollo, and Tata Elxsi. Okay, so these are the stocks for next week. You need to keep and rest any stock that will come. I will obviously share in the group as and when they come. You cannot give a lot of stocks in this kind of an environment. Okay, but remember, banking looks very bullish, and especially I would like to discuss about auto. Okay, so given in TMP Maruti today. So Maruti actually what it did, it went up and then it closed a little bit positive. It went up enough 7064, but due to the market correction came back. But after many days, this kind of move is coming. Okay, given Hero Moto also. So Hero, Hero Moto. It has already broken out. Anyways, Another stock is Bajaj Auto, trying to break out, though pulled back. Okay, Eicher Motor. So all those auto stocks are trying to break out. Eicher Motor looks really good to me. Eicher Motor looks really good to me. Uh, have an eye on this. Can possibly go, go quite a bit up. This is again a flag breakout. Okay, so try to understand how the price action. So let me put an alert also about 2945. So when it will come, I will share with all of you when this comes. So let us put this also in next week's stock list. If it goes above, it can actually rally at least towards 3,000. It can rally 3-4%. Okay, and even Maruti also. Keep an eye on both of them. So auto sector is looking because this what happens every year near the Diwali and Durga Puja. Okay, uh, uh, near the festival there is Guru Nanak Jayanti. So all these festivals and then there is Christmas. So all this festival time actually falls around this point of time. So once above this, I think it should go higher. So let us see. So these are the time when automotive sales actually goes up. Tata Motors is also in my radar. If crosses above this, I'm keeping it watch. It can then suddenly move towards 360. What looks weak is metal. So if I talk to you, Tata Steel, you can see in a triangle, SAIL, JSW, all those things not looking great, looking weakish. So discussing them about them who want stocks in the short side. Okay, the SAIL, JSW, Steel, yet not broken down, but still look weak to me. Okay, Jindal, Steel and Power on the weakish front, you can see. Acha, let us discuss a little bit about Reliance also. Okay, so what we can say Reliance is that see it has broken above these levels. Okay, now what happens is that it came back to uh, the breakout level to support trying to go up. This is generally an indication of a very strong move that is about to unfold. So why I am thinking of Nifty going towards 19,000 is that if it consolidates here, what happens after that? Let me show you. This is the top. This is the latest where it started. So if you measure this distance, okay, just copy and paste it and just drag it. Okay, the length will be same. So you can see that suddenly you can see above this level of 2500 around 2820 kind of a level uh, Reliance. It can happen. Okay, because there is talk of huge rise in data cost for consumers because they will raise the prices. If that happens, you can understand that Reliance almost 12-13% of the index. Okay, so if it drags like this 15%, that is itself around 300 points in Nifty. And along with that, if Bharati also runs, so 400-500 points in Nifty will come like anything, and Bank Nifty is also looking positive. So at this point, overall scenario is positive. And discussed you about the stocks and the sectors that look good. Would for 5 minutes, like to take few questions also from your side. And after that, oh, one more thing. Let me discuss about the stocks that were discussed in the TMP this week that I forgot. Okay, so these are the stocks. Okay, just cutting this. Okay. So SRF we discussed at the early end of the week. Okay, so SRF when it broke out, we discussed, and SRF rallied quite a bit during the week. Okay, uh, Titan we discussed at 2100 in the TMP, and Titan from 2100 went to 2147. Did not go up a lot, but yeah, went up almost 2%. I would say Bajaj Electricals, okay, one of the base stocks. Okay, Bajaj Electricals. So discussed, and from there it went to almost 1600, 14-15% for the week. Back Nifty, I showed you where I discussed this. Okay, IFB, I think IFB did not perform very well. Let me see. IFB Industrial 1233. Yeah, so did not go up a lot after that. Actually, it hit stop loss. DMARC, it was a great find this week, given at 4035 here. From there went to 4300, 7-8% move. Maruti, I showed you what it did. Bajaj Fin. Bajaj Fin, I think, is only there. Bajaj Finance actually pulled back after that due to the huge market fall. Okay. Polycab. Polycab gave 2% today, but after that, uh, I gave it 25.25. After that, it went to 25.73 and then again fell to 2500 because of the market pullback. But the volume was high and it tried to break out. Uh, so for in next week's stock, we like to include Polycab also. Okay, so a possible big movers stock. And in the case of Polycab, what I think is that it can go to this 3185 kind of a level. Okay, so try to have that in your mind. So these are the stocks which we should look, and if there is breakout above last week high, we can get into them. Now for last 5-7 minutes, would like to take few questions. Though the session is not meant for question and answer, still would like to take few questions and then for the actually conclude the session. Zeal and Sun TV, I don't have any view. Zeal and Sun TV, I don't have any view after those kind of big candle. ITC also, I don't look much into that. Okay, so SDFC Bank, please don't ask me very stock specific questions. If you have methodical questions, that will be better, because stock specific question you can ask in the TMP or the club itself. Okay, so please don't ask me stock specific question. This is the last one I'm answering. I won't be answering. So this is bullish, but in a range, can break out. We will see if it breaks out. And one of our members asked what is TMP. So like to show you. So this is the mentorship program. Okay, this is the mentorship program with Vivek sir, me, and Chetan sir. So this is the mentorship program. So this is the new TMP. In old TMP also we had almost 350 students. So almost 600 students we have so far in the TMP. If you are interested in a mentorship in which we discuss technicals, options, trading strategies, and 5 months comprehensive guidance. So if you want to discuss, you can discuss with Orpon. This is TMP. Okay, more questions. Dow Jones range to 1 4. I said 34,200 on the downside. On the upside, it is anything around 35,500. Sir, if breakout fails and the stock again tries to take a breakout after few days, should we enter again? Yes, we should enter again, Kunal Kalraji. Vasudevji asking how to identify bullish stock. Please share the screener is possible. See, you can do it through the any bullish scanner like RSI jumping above 70. You can make the use of screeners. Vivek sir will be better in guiding this. But I manually check around 300 stocks every day. Based on that, I make the levels. Okay. When will StockEdge social work on iOS? Vivek sir will let us know next week, okay? When he comes back next week or post next week. I'm not aware of that. No, Nifty is not looking weak. I said it can take support where it is right now, or maximum at 70,460. As long as above that, Nifty is bullish for me. Gaurav Malhotra. Uh, Girish Moleti ji, Souradeep, don't you think that market is overheated considering the steep rise since August 21? Sir, market is overheated, but it has remained overheated for last, I would say, 6 8 months. So what is stopping that from moving up more? It is only a kind of a flood that is taking place. And what is happening? Algos are operating in the market. As soon as a new high is created, a lot of money jump in to buy. So if you have to trade, if you have to trade the price action, there is not if you are an investor, and that's why I discussed in the initial part that you should consider that what kind of money you want to fresh deploy, because I don't think more than 15 20% is there in the market. That was there 3 4 months ago, but not that is not the scenario right now. What parameters I will show? So these are the parameters in my chart. Bollinger Band, the price action, and the RSI, and the MACD. These are the things I look at. Overall, Nifty Sensex is overbought zone. RSI around 80. Should one be cautious? Or one should always have stop losses. There is no question of being careless into the market, but I think market can still go higher. Okay, Gaurav Sharma ji is saying this is my first webinar, very knowledgeable. Thank you, welcome, sir. So when can we see a correction waiting to invest? So people are waiting to book profit on higher levels. So there are both sides of the coin, Tarun Vijji. Vasudev ji says thanks. I am trading Eagle stocks from StockEdge. Very good, sir. Ankit Agarwal ji, so the investor should start booking profits now. Yes, partially one can start booking a little bit of profit. If you also believe that 15 20% can be the max upside, especially if the stocks are not doing good. If the stocks are doing good, have a super trend stop loss and let them run. Pharma sector is looking so. Okay, pharma sector has very divergent stock. Okay, like if you look at a Rosali, it looks fabulous. Okay, even after correction, it can go up. If you look at Sun Pharma, it can go up later. But if you look at Lupin, that looks weak. If you look Oro Pharma, it looks very weak. Now there is so diverse uh, movement in pharma stocks that it is not possible for me to give a very one kind of or very homogeneous or unique view about sector itself. It is stock specific. If you look Biocon, it is trying to go up. So every stock has its own story in pharma sector. This is the one sector which doesn't have a very homogeneous situation. Apart from IT, Nifty Infra, as I said, that in Nifty Infra they have included Apollo Hospital also, Bharti Airtel also, Reliance is already there, so that is doing good. And apart from that, the banking sector is doing good. Specialty chemical sector, sir, we have always given this Balaji Amides, Deepak Nitrite, all these things, and they are doing great. So thanks. Would like to take permission from all of you. Thanks for attending this session. Thanks a lot for attending this, and hope Vivek sir is soon able to join us in our session, praying for his speedy recovery, and thanks all of you for joining. Let us have a great weekend and meet the next week. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.